Good Lord. So much to talk about today. I don't even know where to begin. We got guests coming in studio. Anya Marina is going to be here in a little bit. I'll remind you of who she is at some point today. Some point this afternoon. She came in and kind of blew everybody away last time she was here by doing an acoustic cover of T.I.'s song, Whatever You Like. That video is up at notsam.com and youtube.com/notsam. You can see it for yourself. We'll also tweet it out. I think we did last night, as a matter of fact, at SR Show SXM on Twitter. That's at SR Show SXM on Twitter. Let's get that follower count up today, huh? Let's end the week strong. Anya Marina is going to be here. She's going to have an exclusive new cover just for this show. There's something very, very sexy about when that woman covers rap songs on an acoustic guitar. If you haven't heard it yet, you're going to want to. I was literally taking calls the entire segment last time she was here from people that were just telling me their dicks were tingling. And mine was too. We were all in the same camp. She will be here, and just to make sure it's not just me, I'm bringing DJ Whoo Kid along. DJ Whoo Kid will be here in just a little while. Talk about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Talk about LeBron James celebrating Eggplant Friday a day early. So much to get to today. We'll start with some phone calls at 866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. There's a weird thing going on with this Prophet pot. Paul, I just turned it off, and it turns my mic off. Let's go to Ray in Queens. What's going on, Ray?
Did you see that video with Snoop Dogg getting interviewed and some like white chick behind the camera goes, "Oh, she's looking thick," and then she gets like flipped out and she's like does an interview and says like that she's being objectified and makes this whole big deal about it.
She didn't like that Snoop Dogg was being misogynistic in his treatment of her as a female reporter, not respecting her as a female with rights.
Well, she wasn't even the reporter. She was the videographer, so she's behind the camera. So she's like, "Oh, I'm not used to, being in front of the camera and people objectifying me." And she did like this whole 15-minute interview.
Who'd she do an interview? Who would interview this woman?
I don't know. It wasn't like a legit news source, but I mean, it was
anything to get somebody in trouble. Anything to try. Snoop Dogg's not going to get in trouble. Okay, the man is ageless at this point. He's a man of. He's in his middle age, probably past that. He's got to be close to 50, if not above. He's an older dude at this point, and he's never going to be in trouble. He's got that pass where he can go around, he can still be a gangster rapper and get away with doing Hot Pockets commercials. And because he's doing the Hot Pockets commercials, he can be so lovable. He's basically Flavor Flav with more hits, and he doesn't need Chuck D at his side. Snoop Dogg's not going to get in trouble, and that strikes me as obviously just trying to get somebody in trouble for the sake of getting them in trouble. You can't sit down with Snoop Dogg and then be surprised when he objectifies you if you're a female. You just can't. It's Snoop Dogg. He made his fame with the lyrics, "I don't love you, ho, I'm out the dough." You know? And that's what he did. He had sex with a woman he didn't have emotional feelings for, and then he walked out the dough. He went home. He didn't have any, that was it for him. It was purely a move of insertion. He wanted his penis in a vagina, and that's what he did. And he was clear about it. And I feel like anybody, whether you agree with them or not, anybody who makes their opinion that well known, you at least have to respect it going in. You have to know, okay, going in, I know what to expect. He doesn't love hoes, and then he's out the dough. Now, I understand this woman isn't used to being in front of a camera, so stay in the back of it then. I hate it when people, I'm not used to being a public figure. All right, so don't be. Don't be a public figure then. Don't. Keep yourself off social media. Keep yourself off all that stuff, and you won't have to worry about anybody making any judgments about you whatsoever. That's like this woman whose story I've been obsessed with today. It's absolutely, I feel like I'm not the only one who's obsessed with it. This woman, Rachel something or other. It's Rachel Dolezal. 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 She's been trending on Twitter all day, and for all the wrong reasons. She's a civil rights activist in Eastern Washington. She's a chapter president of the NAACP. She's a part-time African studies professor at Eastern Washington University. Okay, so she is, by all accounts, a black leader. She was interviewed by local media. I don't know who this reporter is who got her, but this reporter is my hero. A reporter found her, and this is how it went down. This is a local news story from Eastern Washington, where Rachel Dolezal is from. And we have a picture of her on @SRShowSXM on Twitter, if you want to see what she looks like. She does appear to be a very light-skinned black woman. Curly hair. Yeah, it's very hard to tell in 2015. There's so much mixing of the ethnicities going on, which is a very, very good thing. I don't think we should be so focused on trying to figure it out. But when somebody represents themselves a certain way, well, let's just say this is how the interview went with a local news person there in Eastern Washington and Rachel Dolezal.
Is that your dad?
Yeah, that's my dad.
This man right here is your father? Right there?
You have a question about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was wondering if your dad really is an African-American man.
That's a very... I mean, I don't know what you're implying.
Are you African-American?
I don't understand the question of... I did tell you that, yes, that's my dad. And he was unable to come in January.
Are your parents, are they white?
She walked off the interview at that point because, I mean, those questions to her just didn't make any sense. For the last 10 years, this woman has not only been telling people that she is a black woman, but she's been, working with the NAACP and teaching African American studies. They found her parents, who both to me appear to be white people. And this is what they said.
She knows it's false, but I think she's told herself, as well as she's told others, this erroneous identity of hers enough that by now she may believe it more than she believes the truth.
So that's her parents completely throwing her under the bus and saying, no, there's not a black bone in her. They went over her ethnicity, and it's like all white Eastern European. The NAACP just issued a statement. It says, for 106 years, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People has held a long and proud tradition of receiving support from people of all faiths, races, colors, and creeds. NAACP Spokane, Washington branch President Rachel Dolezal is enduring a legal issue with her family, and we respect her privacy in this matter. One's racial identity is not a qualifying criteria or disqualifying standard for NAACP leadership. And they go on, so they're basically saying, look, this woman, Rachel, has a family issue right now, but whether she's white or black, she still can be a part of the NAACP. Fine. But you know what they should say? You can be white or black, but you can't lie about it. You can't just tell people no, I'm black. I understand. I totally get what you're saying. If that were the case, I mean, do you know how damaging it would be for me if anybody ever went to my parents' house and my parents were both like, do either of us look black? No, Sam doesn't have a black bone in him. That would be terrible. Somebody would put a black bone in me, if you know what I'm saying. It would not be good for my career. Like, there's no way. I understand. You should be, as a person, allowed to be a white person who works for the NAACP. But you can't make it up if you're not. 866-969-1969 is the phone number to call. And this woman has she's been dominating social media all day. Everybody's taking shots at her. And I think that she falls into the category of kind of where China was, if you were listening to Opie's show earlier this week, where she's been lying for so long that she kind of believes it. But I can't imagine living life and saying, maybe she's transitioning into a black person. I know you can do that with gender. She may be the first trans ethnic person. No. You don't think so?
Michael Jackson.
Well, maybe Michael Jackson. Maybe she's trying to do what Michael Jackson did. Although Michael Jackson always owned I think he never claimed whiteness. This woman is specifically claiming blackness as her own. This is my ethnicity. Rick in St. Louis, welcome to Sam Roberts Show.
Hey, what's happening, man? How you doing?
How you doing, Rick?
Everything's everything.
That's right.
Hey, man, this is freaking insulting. I mean, on every level, from her job to who she says she is,
yeah,
to the walk away on the interview. to the people who she represents herself as. I mean, this is just flat out insulting. Now,
what do you think's worse, this woman or Chet Hayes?
I don't know who that is.
Chet Hayes is Tom Hanks' son that we've been talking about, who feels free to use the N-word and doesn't understand why people don't get where he's coming from, that he's kind of just speaking for his people.
Well, I'm sure somebody catch him in the alley and give him a good smack and he'll understand.
He will get it, huh? At that point, social justice will come through.
Oh, no doubt. Hey, man, before you hang up on me, who is the artist and what is the song that opened up the show today? Is that a Meteors?
No, it's not Meteors. It's, what is it called?
Booker T.
Booker T. It's just Booker T?
Booker T.
It's Booker T something.
He was part of the MGs.
He was part. Yeah, it's Booker T from Booker T and the MGs. But yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Walking Papers.
Walking Papers.
All right, man, cool. Appreciate it.
There's no lyrics in it. We didn't do anything to it. I just put a voice guy over it. Thanks, buddy. Robert in Alabama.
Yeah, hey Sam. Caitlyn Jenner says that she's really has always been a woman and has really just been living a lie and now self-identifies as a woman. So why can't you do that with race? We give her an award for it. And SB, why can't, if this woman says she's always felt like she was black,
yeah,
and so she identifies as black, why doesn't she get an award for that?
That's right. Maybe her parents are just being intolerant of a trans-ethnic person. That this is a woman who feels like she was. I hope that happens. I hope that this political correctness stuff goes so far that you can do that with race. Because I swear to God, if that happens, I'll decide I'm black. It'll just be so much cooler. And I feel like I think I've lived. I've gotten the first 30 years or so as a white person under my belt. If you can transition into a person of a different ethnicity, I'll either be black or Native American, because both of those sound beyond cool to me. Mike in Arkansas.
Hey, you were talking about that girl pretending to be black.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of the old, remember that episode on Chappelle's show where the black guy was the Klan leader?
Yeah, the blind black guy.
Yeah, but they kept him because he said he was good for the cause.
Yeah. And he hated black people, and nobody would tell him. Yeah. Nobody would tell him. Unfortunately, this woman's parents are the ones that are telling her, look, lady, you didn't even hang out with black people for the first 15 years of your life. I don't know where you're coming from. She must have gotten a perm, because now everybody is just digging for this woman. This woman has become the chick that everybody's allowed to kind of just destroy and drag through the mud. So everybody's digging. Everybody's finding old photos of her from when she was in college and stuff. And she had like straight blonde hair. So she must be getting a perm. She must be putting a whole bunch of like black hair care products in her hair. I don't know how she's doing it, because she looks like a light-skinned black woman, a very, very light-skinned black woman, but light-skinned black woman nonetheless. Brian, you're on the show, Brian. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, Sam?
Good.
So if we can just kind of choose our race, our gender, whatever, based on what we identify with, then I think I'm going to have my 14-year-old son identify as African-American and help him get into Harvard. What's wrong with that?
I don't see anything wrong with that. If that's what we're doing, if your son feels like he was born African-American, even though he has none of that ethnic blood in him, why not? This worked for this lady.
How do we define gender? How do we define ethnicity anymore?
It's undefinable. We're all just people, and we're all, you know what race we're all a part of? The human race. The human race. And that's what, thank you. You're the best, Brian. And that's what I think we all need to remember. We're all just a part of the human race. And if we want to spend our lives lying about everything because we think it gives us more credibility, then so be it. We're still members of the human race. Kevin, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Mr. Primetime Sam Roberts.
That's right.
He just had two quick questions.
Mm-hmm.
One, I wonder what she identifies herself on in the census. When you have to check the box, but that's neither here nor there. I guess my main question is, do you think this is getting a little blown out of proportion because it's a white person claiming to be black? You think it would get the same attention if she would identify it as Asian, Pacific Islander, any other race?
Well, I think it'd be a lot harder to identify as a Pacific Islander if you're a white person. Like, you can tell from looking at it. I think this is one of those ones where, I mean, listen to the way she responded to the question. I just played it a minute ago, but listen to the way she responded when some amazing reporter, and listen to the reporter's questioning. I almost always hate reporters, but this is the one instance where this reporter who goes up to her, he is so ballsy because she's trying to skirt her way out of the question, and he does not let it go. Listen.
Is that your dad?
Yeah, that's my dad.
This man right here is your father? Right there?
You have a question about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was wondering if your dad really is an African-American man.
That's a very, I mean, I don't know what you're implying.
Are you African-American?
I don't.
That's why I love that he'll go so far. Like, she goes, I don't know what you're implying. And she's trying to get that sort of like, oh, you don't want to say anything offensive thing and get him to just stop. And he goes, well, no, I'm asking you if you're black. I don't think you are because your parents are definitely not. Let's go to Jacob. You're on Sam Roberts Show.
Sammy Roberts, it's good to hear from you, brother.
What's going on, Jacob?
I just want to say two things. One, I think X-Pac should be a permanent part of the show.
I would love him.
Whenever he's on Opie and Jim or you have him on, there's always something that's like shocking and very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I wanted to say that you got to go on World Star Hip Hop because they have a side-by-side photos of this lady.
Yeah.
And one of the pictures looks like Tina Turner and the other one looks like Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, God. Let me look. I'm looking right now. Oh, my God. We'll post this photo on SR Show SXM on Twitter from World Star. SR Show SXM on Twitter. Yeah. I mean, there is nothing. It almost looks like she's wearing like an afro wig that she got at a Halloween store in the today photo. In the after photo, it looks like she might as well be wearing blackface. Like, it's offensive. It's offensive, the portrayal she's putting on. Larry.
Sam Roberts, a journalist and professional broadcaster.
Yes.
I don't know why everybody can't just be who they are. She's not black.
No.
Colin Hanks' son is not black.
No, he's not a gangster either.
And this is not going to be a popular view, but somebody has to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, you're not a wombat.
Larry, I was born with a certain soul in my body, and that soul and brain was that of a wombat. That's a transition I'm making, and I need you, of all people, to be supportive as I make that transition.
Sam, I am supportive.
Yeah.
I've always supported you as a journalist. I've always supported you as a professional broadcaster.
True.
As a professional broadcaster, not a broadcasting professional
no.
like DJ Dennis Falcone. You are a professional broadcaster, and you know I've always supported that. And you know I've always responded to every Sam Roberts hosing that came to my attention. I always responded.
True.
And supported you every time that someone attempted to hose you. But Sam,
yeah,
you don't even know how to speak wombat.
I can learn, Larry. That's me. That's the difference. I can learn. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you later. I need to get through this on my own. I'll talk to you later.
Buddy. See you.
All right. 866-969-1969. 866-969-1969 to talk to yours truly here on Sam Roberts Show. As I said, DJ Whoo Kid will be here in a little bit, so hopefully he'll be able to shed some light. I know DJ Whoo Kid has lived a lot of his life trying to portray a white person, depending on what parts of the media he's trying to infiltrate, but it doesn't work for him, and it is not working for this Rachel woman. Seriously, go to SR Show SXM on Twitter and look up this photo and see the side-by-side. It's really embarrassing, and it's even worse. I want to know, how did things get that bad with her parents? The fact that her parents went and threw her under the bus as she's trying to escape this question, it's amazing how quick this whole thing blows up. One news reporter gets a smart-ass question in, and then somebody goes to her parents, and they go, no, she's lying. Of course she's lying. We go to Jason here on Sam Roberts Show. What's going on, Jason?
Hey, Sam. I was going to talk about LeBron James showing his penis last night, but this is a great topic you're talking about.
Right.
I grew up in Detroit, and maybe I should identify myself as African-American, but I would never do that. I mean, after seeing LeBron James' penis last night, maybe he can identify himself as Jewish.
Yeah, I think LeBron's ethnicity is coming into question. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Not good news for LeBron James. Snowy in Michigan is on the phone. What's going on, Snowy?
Samuel, how you doing today, sir?
Fabulously.
Far be it from me to contradict a fellow truck driver, but Larry is not quite correct. Just because you can't speak Wombat does not necessarily make you not a Wombat.
Right.
I know people who are Hispanic who do not speak Spanish.
Right.
Does not make them not Latino or whatever.
That's the difference, and that's something people need to remember. Just because this woman, Rachel, doesn't actually have any black blood in her and has no black family members does not mean she's not black, right? Carl in Philly.
Yo, Sam, how you doing?
Good.
I wish Whoo Kid was there right now because I know how to tell if she is actually African American or not.
How's that?
It's the booty. The
You
size
know
of
what?
The booty determines everything.
There is no photo online yet that I've seen that can determine the fat assness of this chick. We haven't been able to find out. Does this woman, Rachel, have the fat ass? I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know.
If the junk is in the trunk, then we know what race she actually is.
You're like the Johnny Cochran of ass cheeks. It's incredible.
Oh, shit.
Thank you, Carl.
All right, take care, Sam.
I appreciate the call. Let's go to Bruce. What's going on, Bruce? Bruce.
Hey, Sam. I'm from northern Alberta, and believe it or not, I'm a wombat. So I know that you are not a wombat.
I know, but I'm not a wombat yet, but I'm transitioning.
No, you'll never make it.
You son of a bitch. If I can't have the support of the community I want to be a part of, this is not going to be an easy journey for me. It's not going to be an easy journey at all. Speaking of easy journeys, there was that video that came out a couple days ago of the person, I don't even know how else to describe this person, the human being who witnessed the car crash. I would hope by now everybody's seen this video.
Well, what I seen was that the police officer was merging towards the front, and the car gunned a little right, and then the police officer kind of submerged, and both of them interacted, and it was a full twist about, and the police car just twisted around like a tornado, girl, and the Lord just shook it up, and the man just got injured, and now the result is this police officer don't know if his life is going to continue to make it, or he going to just tap out.
What did you see the officer do? Did you saw him?
Yes, ma'am. The police officer car fishtail. That's what happened. It fishtail, ma'am.
How does this reporter not understand the concept of a full twist about? He said there was a full twist about. I was watching this clip, and I'm sitting there, and I was looking at this person. And this person, if you've seen it, I'm sure you've seen it by now. If not, we'll post a link at SR Show SXM on Twitter. I'm looking at this person who's talking to the reporter, and obviously this person is from a not very well-off economic part of the country. We'll put it that way. It's a person of color, an African-American person who had some kind of green, kind of long mohawk wig on, had the most ridiculous eye makeup you've ever seen. This person painted a unibrow on their face. That's a look that most people try to avoid. There was a painted unibrow on this person's face, and it looked like somebody who was born a man that identified as female. And all I could think of was hearing how much it cost for Caitlyn Jenner to become Caitlyn Jenner. Now, she paid like $70,000 just to do the face. When you look at the whole package, Adam's apple, titties, whatever is going on under the chest, I don't know for sure. But when you look at the whole package, I'm sure that Bruce Jenner paid over $1 million to become Caitlyn Jenner. And I looked at this person.
Well, what I seen was that the police officer was merging towards the front, and the car gunned a little right, and then the police officer kind of submerged, and both of them interacted.
And I'm watching him or her talk and going, this is what it looks like to transition with no money. Like, if you don't have, this person looks absurd. He looks ridiculous. She looks ridiculous, whatever it is. But that's because they don't have Bruce Jenner money. And I started to think, I was like, if anybody's going to get an award for courage, is it going to be Caitlyn Jenner, who's living in the Hollywood Hills with Annie Leibovitz taking his photos? Or is it going to be this dude, person, girl, I don't know, who's hanging out in the hood, living life in an area full of people that want to kick the shit out of her, wearing a ridiculous green wig because it's all the money that she can bring up? Wouldn't this be the person that gets the award for courage as opposed to Caitlyn Jenner? Like the person that's actually struggling and putting the pieces together, not the person who's got a whole bunch of Kardashian and Wheaties money and then transferring right over to a reality show. If anybody's going to get an award for courage, I'd give it to car crash witness. Plus, she's coming to the aid of the police. When was the last time this person witnessed a car crash, went to the police, and tried to help the victim? Bruce Jenner causes car crashes and kills people. And he's the one who gets an award for courage? Brandon on Long Island. What's going on, Brandon?
First of all, I gotta say, that guy Carl's a douche. You can't tell a butt because she's African American or white. I know plenty of white chicks that have a fat ass, and they're white. So what do you mean?
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Douche.
What else you got?
Caitlyn Jenner, another thing too. Yeah, I agree with you 100% about that. Anybody could transition into a woman, and they're going to get nothing for it. And just because this guy was on the cover of Wheaties and want to go now, everybody's praising him like some sort of god. I want to back Drake fell up when I say sorry. I'm still going to call you Bruce.
Like everybody's laughing, and I'm starting to worry that this car crash witness, I'm starting to worry that some people are laughing at her, not with her. But this is the face of like transgender courage, the one who's fucking had their teeth kicked in by somebody, not Bruce Jenner, who's living in a mansion and spending all their, whatever, all their money from reality shows to make sure they look like a Jessica Lange. John.
Hey, I have a question. If O.J. Simpson wouldn't have killed his wife,
right,
would Bruce Jenner be on the cover of Vanity Fair?
Okay, so let me follow your train of thought. First of all, so you're saying that the reason Bruce Jenner is on the cover of Vanity Fair for transitioning into Caitlyn Jenner is because he was married to Kris Kardashian, who was only famous because Robert Kardashian was OJ's lawyer. Is that right, John?
That's correct.
Here's why I think Caitlyn Jenner would still make the cover, because Bruce Jenner was still Bruce Jenner before. I mean, Bruce Jenner was still this, like, all-American Olympian.
But he wasn't that high profile.
I wonder, so do you think the car crash witness would have made the cover of Vanity Fair? I think maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of a good point. I guess that's true. But if that wouldn't have happened,
yeah,
if he wasn't as high profile, would he have been cool enough just to transition slowly if, in fact, this was, within him the entire time?
So you're telling me,
spectacle of it.
So John, following your logic, what you're telling me is on the list of heroes, Caitlyn Jenner is not the hero. O.J. Simpson is the hero.
I'm not saying he's the hero.
Oh.
I'm saying that he's the one that started. I'm saying that he's the one that possibly started the thread of this being such a big front page deal.
Maybe. I still think Little Miss Twistabout is the hero here. If anybody's the hero, it's the woman who's telling the cops about the twistabout. John.
Sammy.
What's up, pal?
How are you, sir? Listen, I just wanted to give you my full support during your human to marsupial transition.
That's what's happening.
Wombat status.
That's what's happening. Good.
And I wanted to just say that I've had the privilege of being very close to you and saying hello to you many times up on your floor.
That's huge.
And you really look like a wombat.
I think I'm there. I think I'm halfway there.
You're there. But you know what the difference is?
What?
You're a brilliant and funny wombat.
Thank you. And that's what I want to do. I want to shed a new light on the community, on the wombat community. George. Oh, George.
Problems.
Sorry, no, go ahead, George. George in Texas. What's up?
Yes, I was just wanting to let you know, Sam, I think you're a little bit, you need some help identifying these people. Well, I always thought that you identified them by the downstairs.
What?
So if this one has great green downstairs, then I think we've got the answer. And,
so you're saying that the fact that it could be a wig is distressing you, and if this is a woman with green pubic hair, then, and only then, is she a hero?
Well, if the other one's got blonde pubic hair,
Right.
I think that's where we find out. I think this reporter needs to have her drop her drawers, or as
right,
she would say, and let's just find out.
It never really occurred to me that one would do that, but I guess maybe I missed something. Jason in North Dakota.
I think that
white girl that said she was black is doing a great service for white people. We can all claim racism now.
That's right. That's right. Let's go to Duffy.
Yeah, sir. Paul's doing a pretty good job today. You got to rub his belly when he's doing right.
He is. He's doing Duffy, you're right. He's keeping in check. So far, we've had very few problems. Paul is doing much better today, but I think that was also because of the heavy-handed discipline that I was putting out to him yesterday.
Yes, sir. And I think the OJ started the Kardashian, but then MTV Cribs did a episode with the Kardashian, all the girls back in the day. And I think that's what started the Kardashian run.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the Kardashian success can be attributed to Kim having sex with Ray J on tape. And then a lot of people jerking off to that tape. I think that was probably the biggest success that the Kardashians ever had. But, again, I think Caitlyn Jenner's transition would have been a giant story either way, because Bruce Jenner, to anybody who was older than me, to anybody who was born in like the 60s or whatever, 60s or 70s, I guess, looked at Bruce Jenner as an icon, as a male icon. So, as a beacon of masculinity. So I think it still would have been a big story. And it's fine to be a big story, because Bruce Jenner is a celebrity, he's a public figure, it should be a big story, and a lot of light should be shed on it. But if you're going to give an award to somebody, give it to the person who's got to paint on a unibrow because she can't afford to actually have any real surgeries done. Not, to the person who's got an endless supply of money and fame and publicity and all this stuff. Caitlyn Jenner walked onto the scene knowing full well that everybody in Hollywood, except Drake Bell from the Disney Channel, would absolutely have to support her. You have to. And you should. I don't fault anybody for supporting Caitlyn Jenner. You should support Caitlyn Jenner. But she transitioned knowing that everybody was going to be supportive, and you have to be supportive, and that's the era we live in. This chick, who's going on with a green wig and a painted-on unibrow, talking about a car crash, doing a twist-about, and trying to help the police, this chick has no reason to believe that anybody will accept any transition she's trying to make. None whatsoever. Let's go to Mike. Mike, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Sam Roberts.
What's going on, Mike?
I got a question.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's right. That's how we start.
No, honestly, I got a real question, though. If you brought Stone Cold Steve Austin into the Sam Roberts show, I honestly think you would single-handedly bring back the era of Stone Cold, glass-breaking, bad SOB. And if you had to pick between Stone Cold and X-Pac to be the co-host, what would you do?
Fuck, I'd probably drink some Steve Weisers and make my choice over them. I don't know. It's hard to say that I wouldn't pick Stone Cold Steve Austin, but I'd love to have that problem. We got a lot to talk about today. DJ Whoo Kid's on his way over here. He was over at the Sirius XM studios. Now we're at Lincoln Center, so it's about 10 blocks away. DJ Whoo Kid is on his way. Anya Marina is going to be here performing in just a little bit, and we got a lot to talk about. We got that whole LeBron James thing to talk about. Ric Flair was at the NBA Finals last night, even though Dusty Rhodes had died hours before. I've got to talk about that. So much to get into here on Sam Roberts' show today. We'll be right back right after this.
You want to see what I have in store for you?
Now, more Sam Roberts Show.
It's hard to argue that Dusty Rhodes is not the best pro wrestler of all time when he could come out to a song as stupid as this and still get people cheering. He's just this big fat guy wearing polka dots, just dancing his way to the ring, and everybody's just like, yeah, he's the common man. And I'm going, I have never met a guy that wore polka dots, listened to music like this, and just shook his ass on the way to the ring. But he made it work. He always made it work. 866-969-1969, 866-969-1969. Of course, paying tribute to the late, great Dusty Rhodes. We found out at the end of the show yesterday that Dusty Rhodes had passed away. Right before this song, this is the music that he used in WWE. Right before this was maybe, arguably, the greatest wrestling promo of all time. I'll argue that if you want to argue at 866-969-1969. I don't want to spend all day on it, but Dusty Rhodes' Hard Times promo may be the best wrestling promo ever committed to video. Ever. And so Dusty Rhodes' story is pretty incredible because he spent most of the 80s, at least, being the top guy for the promotion that was against WWE. There was NWA and WWF, and Vince McMahon was in charge of WWF, and Dusty Rhodes was the man in NWA. He was the man, and he was part of Vince McMahon's competition. So eventually, Vince McMahon hires Dusty Rhodes. And he's like proud of himself because now on his payroll, Vince McMahon has the guy that was his biggest competitor. So what does he do? As soon as Dusty Rhodes comes in, instead of being this kind of like badass son of a plumber cowboy guy that he had been, Dusty Rhodes comes out and he's got to play this music. He's got to wear yellow polka dots to the ring, and his manager is a big fat black woman named Sapphire that never was explained what their relationship was. Just some woman that looked like if she wasn't a manager in wrestling, she would be a janitor. Just walking to the ring, the least sexy woman you've ever seen in your life, walk into the ring, and somehow Dusty Rhodes took that shit and turned it into gold. He still managed to take this thing, because like you heard, he was in this situation where he was wrestling for the World's Championship, daddy. And he was wrestling Ric Flair, and he was selling out arenas, and he was doing all this stuff. He shows up in WWF. Vince McMahon tries to bury him by putting polka dots on him and making him look like a fool. He still, because he's Dusty Rhodes, manages to get everybody all hyped up about him, and everybody's psyched. He was still a success. And not only does he get to do that, but he comes around, and up until literally the day that he died, which was yesterday, Dusty Rhodes still was working for WWE and teaching all the young guys how to cut promos, how to work their matches. His two sons, Goldust and Stardust, are still wrestlers. The impact that Dusty Rhodes had on pro wrestling beyond what you just heard and being able to be one of the greatest promo guys of all time is you can't understate it. That's why, to me, I feel like when any wrestler dies, it's national news. That's my weird wrestler obsession. Like if Brooklyn Brawler dies, I'm like, yeah, of course it should be on CNN.com. But I was pleasantly surprised, I guess, to see Dusty Rhodes get the amount of coverage that he got yesterday. It was a national news story that Dusty Rhodes passed on yesterday. Easily one of the greatest of all time. And to me, the best wrestling promo ever cut. Let's go to Dwayne. Dwayne, welcome to Sam Roberts Show.
Hey, Sam. How you doing? Hey, listen, if you haven't seen it, there's a version of Maria Menounos, I think, is that her name?
Yeah.
Doing that speech. You got to check it out.
Dude, not only have I checked it out, and you can find it on YouTube if you just YouTube Maria Menounos Hard Times. Not only have I checked it out, I have a great story about that. She did that over WrestleMania weekend. I was hanging out with her and her boyfriend Kevin that weekend, and they get into town. And I go up to talk, I'm talking to Kevin, and Kevin goes, Sam, you gotta see this. You gotta see this. Maria did this all on her own. Maria, show Sam. Maria, show Sam. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? I don't know what kind of weird parlor tricks these two have come up with. I don't know what kind of situation I'm in. But Maria Menounos comes out of her hotel room, and she shuts her eyes, and she starts pointing at me, and she goes, Sam, you don't know nothing about hard times, daddy. Hard times are when your employer, after 30 years, kicks you in the butt and says, sorry, a computer took your place, daddy, and goes through the entire promo that we just heard. Maria Menounos, of all people. It was amazing. She knew every word of the entire promo.
And the inflections are dead on.
Perfect.
It's unbelievable.
Perfect, daddy. I've been talking like Dusty Rhodes all day. Calling the Sam Roberts Show, daddy. We go to Duffy. What's going on, pal?
Yes, sir. My dad went to his best friend in college. Went to college, a different college with Dusty Rhodes, and I remember some stories. I've got to ask him this weekend, but I'm going to call you Monday. And
get some Dusty Rhodes college stories because I'm assuming he was an animal. Colin in New Jersey.
Hey, Daddy.
Daddy, let me tell you something, Colin. You want to call up to a show? You want to call up to a radio show? You don't know nothing about no radio show, Daddy. Troy Kwan was in the room with me, and he was going, why is he talking like a black guy? I don't understand. Why is he talking like that? And I said, no, Troy, that's Dusty. That's how he talked from day one. That's how he talked from the jump. That people loved it. They loved it. They said, yep, he's just a plumber's son. He's a common man.
Common man.
Yeah, dude.
So, my, I was born in 84, so I grew up during the Attitude Era, and I was really into WCW. And obviously a big part of why WCW even, rivaled WWF was because of Bischoff, but 100%, when Dusty Rhodes helped those guys cut promos, it absolutely made it that much more of a competition. And you could tell that guy had flair in that business, and
yeah, it's so crazy though when somebody Dusty Rhodes was 69, and it is amazing when somebody gets to be that age and kind of grows through, because usually, whatever business you're in, whether it's music or it's radio or it's TV or whatever it is, you're cool for a period of time, and then time keeps moving and you're still doing your shtick and you kind of lose it. And that's what happens to people, and that's kind of the normal progression of things. When you meet someone like Dusty Rhodes who could still go out there and teach a 20-year-old how to cut a great wrestling promo, it's kind of unprecedented, I'll say. Let's go to PJ and NJ. What's going on, PJ?
What's up, Sammy? How's it going, brother?
Good.
The greatest wrestling promo of all time is Booker T. Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you, nigga.
Yeah, look, that was a great promo, and there was a lot of emotion into it. I just don't know if it had everything that Dusty's had. Ryan in Brooklyn.
How you doing, Sam?
Good.
I have three things for you.
Yeah.
One, let's not forget, I'm a gigantic wrestling fan as long as you've been. Let's not forget how Dusty got Sapphire. She was dancing as a fan,
right?
And he got her in the ring.
Let's
not forget that.
And he said, sweet, sweet Sapphire, I need to take you wherever I go. He went from... Vince was really trying to just kill him. He went from yelling at Ric Flair about putting America through hard times. He was sitting there claiming that he, as Dusty Rhodes, was so important to the American people that he had to keep wrestling or America would go through hard times. He went from that to finding a black woman named Sapphire in the crowd, getting her in the ring, and then chasing her down after the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase purchased her.
Let's not forget, he bought her.
Purchased her.
Yes.
Seems racist.
Another thing is, that he also created War Games, Flair for the Gold, and I had a question for you.
Yeah.
Your favorite jobber? Mine is Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. I don't know about you.
I've always been an Iron Mike Sharp guy myself.
Thanks a lot, Sam.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. We go to Rebel. What's going on, Rebel? What's going on, Daddy? What do you got for the show?
Hey, Daddy. I met Dusty back in the early 70s. He come to my Trapman Elementary School in Plant City, Florida. And I don't remember what the fuck he talked about now. He was one of them deals where they come and talk to everybody. But the thing I remember is when he left, he crunked up he had this metallic silver Corvette. And when he crunked that sumbitch up, everybody in the classroom stood up and walked to the window and looked out. We didn't have air conditioning. It's back, way back when. And when he pulled out, man, down that dirt road, and he slung gravel everywhere, and he had that chrome side pipes, and he reached his hand out the top of the T-tops, man, and just give us the wave as he went by. I said, I never seen a Corvette back then when I was a kid.
Yeah, of course not.
We thought it was a spaceship. Everyone was like, man, that's a spaceship.
Yeah, but Dusty had this way of doing it.
Fourth grade,
Dusty had this way of doing it where he would convince you that he wasn't bragging about the fact that he had a chrome Corvette. He was saying, I got here, Daddy, you could get here too.
Yeah, that's right, Daddy, you got it.
Yeah, and you'd be like, I got to do what Dusty does. I got to be like Dusty. I got to get that chrome Corvette. Austin, what's going on, pal?
What's up, Sammy? My favorite Dusty Rhodes, honestly, is his commentary in WCW. It was so funny. Him and Schiavone and him and Mongo and stuff, they used to go back and forth. And I do remember during that hardcore match, he's talking like me and you are, and then someone pulls a bicycle out. He's got a bicycle! He's got a bicycle!
And he would just make up words, too. The googly-moogly going on in that ring right now, Daddy. It's unmatchable, Daddy. It's unmatchable. And it's like Dusty. He's in an armbar.
During Hog Wild, when they had him dressed up like a biker, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He's got chaps on. He got a bicycle, Daddy. He got a bicycle in the ring right now. What's he going to do? We got a bicycle. Okay, Dusty, relax. We're trying to call the match. Oh, let's go to Jim in Canada.
Hey, Sammy.
How you doing?
I still remember Goldust's impression of his father on Raw.
Yes.
He was like, I beat Ric Flair 10,000 times in a row, baby. Pin him 100,000 times world heavyweight champion.
What's a champion? Champion,
baby.
Dusty Rhodes, the champion. It's what's a really funny thing. I posted on Instagram yesterday, Instagram/NotSam. I had his younger son, which is Goldust's little brother. He's now Stardust. I had him doing a Dusty Rhodes impression March when we did this show from WrestleMania, and it was perfect. And he brought up the hard times, Daddy, hard times on this country. Josh in Tennessee.
What's living up, Daddy? You got a son of a plumber here.
Son of a plumber.
Listen, with all the bitter guys that we have in wrestling these days, I think it's remarkable that Dusty could go on to WWE and have the career he did there. Especially, look back at the $1 Million Man's bodyguard. What did they name him?
Virgil.
Hello? You talk about a rib. Now, that's a classic.
Yeah, so get this. I'll tell you. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, good point. Vince McMahon was so keen on destroying Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes' real name is Virgil. That's his birth name. Vince McMahon named the character Virgil, who was Ted DiBiase's bodyguard / slave. He named him after Dusty Rhodes because he just wanted to take a shot at him. Just because he didn't like him. Just to be like, hey, fuck you, dude. Here's Virgil. This is what I think of you. And then he hired him and he put the polka dots on him. And dust is still being dusted, Daddy. Oh, Dusty Rhodes, rest in peace. David, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Sam, I remember going to Atlanta in the tapings at WCW, and Dusty would get up and he'd talk about Tully Blanchard and Baby Doll. And let me tell you about the cold-blooded sausage maker, Sam. The cold-blooded sausage maker. He was the best.
So great. Thanks, buddy. Chris.
Sammy, what's up? It's the American Dream, Sam Roberts.
That's right.
Hey, if you get a chance, you need to, and I don't know if it's still on YouTube or not, but it was a while back. When he was in Florida, he used to visit this bar in Key West where this band played called the Blue Notes. Mm-hmm. And there's a video and audio of Dusty Rhodes singing Johnny Be Good.
Of course there is.
And it is one of the funniest freaking things on the plate. He messes up about 400 or 500% of the lyrics.
Yeah, but he don't care, Daddy. Those are the way the lyrics are supposed to go.
Dusty Be Good, baby. And also, I think the best promo he did, and I might be wrong on this, but back in the 70s, didn't he tag team with Ric Flair as the California Blonde?
I think he might have. I'm not sure. I mean, that was way before my time. But yeah, I mean, it's just so weird that we were talking about the transition of his career, that like Vince McMahon was so competitive that he named Virgil after Dusty Rhodes and then brought Dusty Rhodes in only to put him in polka dots. And it was only because Dusty Rhodes was the headline guy in the organization that was Vince McMahon's competition. So Dusty Rhodes was making all this money for Vince McMahon's competition. So Vince came in and said, okay, well, we're going to hire Dusty. And then we're going to put him in polka dots. We're going to put him in polka dots. That's what we're going to do. And then Dusty came in. He was like, all right, Daddy, I'll wear the polka dots. And he came in, he put the polka dots on, and he still got the fans to go nuts. Just amazing. Rocky on Long Island.
Hey, Sammy.
What's up, buddy?
What do you think about Hulk Hogan as a promo guy? And which do you prefer, regular or Hollywood?
I mean, I'm NWO Hollywood till the day I die, for life, you know what I mean? I don't know, Hulk Hogan did one promo all his life. He just did the same promo over and over. Let me tell you something, brother. Over and over and over again. It was fine, it worked, obviously, but it was just the one. Yeah, and up until the day Dusty died, he was helping out the young talent, he was teaching him how to cut promos. Huge loss in wrestling. Dusty Rhodes, rest in peace. We found out yesterday at the end of the show that he had passed away. Now, I was wondering, you heard that promo to start this segment. Obviously, Dusty and Ric Flair were very close. Dusty and Ric Flair spent many, many years making literally millions of dollars together, wrestling each other. Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, for a period of time, was the match to see. It was the main event match. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, man, I'm thinking about the people that are probably taking this the hardest. I'm thinking about Dusty's kids, his family, and then I'm thinking about some of the guys he worked with, and I'm thinking about Ric Flair. I'm like, Ric Flair cannot be doing well right now. This has to be very traumatic for him. And the NBA Finals were on last night in Cleveland. It's, of course, the Cavaliers and the Warriors. And I turn on the pre-show to the NBA Finals last night, and I see this.
See what Deli holds up. Hey, look at
that. Ric Flair video bombing the NBA pre-show. This is literally the day that Dusty Rhodes died. And the NBA pre-show game is on, and this is what's...
See what Deli holds up. Hey, look at
Ric Flair walks up from behind the two of them and just starts wooing. He was at the Cavaliers game, and instead of like being in this state of mourning, he went out during the first quarter, I think, during one of the timeouts, and did this.
We are in the house of King James. We're in the house of the Cavaliers, and I'm a limousine riding, Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, son of a gun, just having a hard time keeping the alligators on. Woo! LBJ, I love you. You are the man. Let's do it. Woo! Woo! Go Cavs! The Cavaliers! Woo!
He won't leave. He won't stop wooing. Look, everybody has different ways, I guess, of dealing with personal tragedies and death and all this stuff. But Ric Flair's ability to turn off his emotions and just turn on the theatrics is like nothing that I've ever seen before. He just, woo! Woo! Rick. Your colleague and close friend is dead. He just died out of nowhere. Yeah, I know, but LeBron James invited me to this basketball game, so I got to go check out what's going on. I got to go make the fans. And he comes out, I would think, so when he came out to do that, if you want to see the video, I'm sure we'll post it at SR Show SXM on Twitter, and it's up on Deadspin and all those websites. I would think that if I were dealing something like that, like if one of my coworkers died, right, and I didn't see it coming, maybe I'd be like, okay, I'll come out and do the thing, but I don't want to do anything stupid. You know, I'm kind of feeling, I'm in a weird place right now. I don't want to do anything stupid. Ric Flair came out in a custom-made Cavaliers robe, like a red and yellow robe with big red feathers all over it. He couldn't have at least said, you know what, let's not do the robe tonight. You know, it's kind of weird. Everybody's talking about this Dusty thing. Let's not do the robe tonight. No, Ric Flair's like, we're doing the robe. We're doing the robe. It's what Dusty would have wanted. Woo! 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 I couldn't believe it. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. And I said, all right, well, good for Rick. He's moving on. He gave himself an hour to grieve, and now he's moving on to the next thing. Ray in Atlanta, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Hey, Sam, what's going on, brother?
How you doing?
Well, hey, I grew up with watching Dusty Rhodes back on Championship Wrestling from South Florida, and you know, I'm going to date myself now. I'm going on 50 myself, so he must have been a young man himself. But one time they had this match, and I can't remember who the Russian was that he was fighting or wrestling against, and I created a sign that said, Russia sucks.
You were really a creative guy, huh?
I was. I still am. I'm in creative works right now.
Yeah.
But Dusty I had a ringside seat, and he took it from me, held it up, and started stomping his feet, and the entire arena in unison just started chanting, Russia sucks. Russia sucks.
Dusty had that power over people. It was so funny, though, because everybody in WWE pretty much, like, they released a general statement, and then everybody kind of just put out tweets that they were sad, but beyond that, nobody's doing any interviews. Like, I would have had some people call up today, but nobody in WWE is doing any interviews. Everybody's just kind of like taking a back seat to it, giving Dusty his respect, let it go and you know, be quiet about it, and eventually we'll talk about it. But not the Nature Boy. Not the Nature Boy.
See what Deli holds up. Hey, look at
He's not even mic'd. He just saw a TV show happening, and he saw a camera on, and he was like, I gotta be a part of this. The Nature Boy is here! Maybe he was happy that he outlived Dusty. Maybe there was some kind of competition going on that I didn't really know about. I don't know. Chris in Ohio.
If you will.
If you will.
The best part about Dusty Rhodes is when he had to lose his time match, but all of a sudden came in the Midnight Rider, who talked just like him.
That's where the legend of the Midnight Rider comes from. The other thing as we keep talking about the NBA Finals last night. If anybody needed to be aware of camera placement, you would think, after all his years in the NBA, that LeBron James could be somewhat aware of when there are cameras on and off, and that maybe what happens on the court needs to be looked at with a certain amount of, okay, you know what, I don't know what's being filmed, I don't know where it's being filmed. LeBron James adjusted himself last night. His dick was all over TV. Have you seen the video? His penis was clearly in view of the television, of the camera. That got it completely. And it wasn't flattering. It wasn't flattering for LeBron. I want to talk about that. DJ Whoo Kid's on his way up here. Anya Marina's here. So much to get to on Sam Roberts Show when we come back. Welcome back to Sam Roberts Show. Live on a Friday, as we're live every day now on Opie Radio, XM 103, Series 206. We start at noon. If you missed any of it, any of that first hour, it was glorious. Check it out on demand. DJ Whoo Kid has arrived.
Hello, my friend. Hello, my friend.
He almost tripped over LeBron James' penis on the way in.
I know.
Did you see his penis?
Shit is big as fuck.
It's not that big, Whoo Kid.
Oh.
No, that's what everybody's saying.
What?
Everybody's saying they were a little disappointed. And maybe it's because King James, for those that don't know, LeBron James last night, he decided to adjust his shorts on the court.
No.
Did you hear about this?
I heard.
So LeBron James...
What?
LeBron James, he adjusts his shorts on the court in front of everybody.
His dick came out?
He brought his shorts down. He had his spandex shorts over it, or under it.
Mm-hmm.
But then he kind of just pulled his spandex shorts down for a second, just adjusted and pulled them back up.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, I don't know how people are on such penis patrol, but everybody immediately saw it.
Everybody was on his dick.
Everybody was quite literally on his dick. And there were screen grabs, and there was all this stuff, and people are like looking at it with like a forensic camera to find exactly what he's working with. And maybe it's because he's tall, and so in comparison to everything else, but most people are saying it was not impressive.
Yeah, but he's not in sexual mode. So
you think it's a grower, not a shower, you think? You'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's LeBron after all.
King James. Why would you call yourself King James if you got a little dick?
Maybe you got something to make up for.
It's called Prince James.
Speaking of, let's go to Chris the teacher. What's going on, Chris?
Hey, fellas, what's up? I want to talk about LeBron's butt.
Yeah.
I agree with Mr. Whoo Kid over there, saying he's in battle mode. He just was warming up. He's got the compression shorts on.
Yeah, but maybe he should be so charged up by the game that he's hard as a rock. All these guys run around there, Rhodes.
He was losing.
Full erections. They said that's why he was losing.
No, he was losing, so if he was winning, his dick would be hard.
Oh, so you're saying because he was losing?
It was actually right before the game started, I believe.
Oh, see?
Oh, shit.
So he's got warm-up dick.
You start a game with a soft dick, you're not winning.
Warm-up dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those compression shorts, dude, those are a killer. I know that personally. Those are kills your presentation.
Because otherwise, Chris the teacher, you're just working with a piece that we can't even imagine. Is that right?
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you off. If I'm being given one thing, and people can attest to this, people who listen to the show specifically can attest to this. Mm-hmm. I've been blessed, and I do appreciate that.
All right, good. Well, make sure your students are aware.
I'm showing them right now.
Speaking of the game last night, the Nature Boy Ric Flair is on the phone. What's up, Nature Boy?
Sam! Woo! Robert!
Yeah.
Boy, here's the thing, dude.
This might be the worst Ric Flair impression. I can't even hang with it. I can't even hang with it.
What happened to him? He's on crack now?
Can't do it. Well, good news. We don't need an impressionist to tell us to do the voice of Anya Marina because she's in studio with us right now. Anya, welcome.
Hey. Hi, it's so nice to be here.
It's so nice to have you here.
Love you. Love your listeners. Love your fans.
Well, everybody
nice
loves
to
you.
Meet you.
You don't know DJ Whoo Kid?
No.
Yeah, it's first time interacting with her mouth.
Is it? Yeah, well,
that
I mean,
is an interesting choice of words.
Yeah,
what should I call you? Who?
Yeah.
What's up, who? I'm Anya. Nice to
Are
meet
you being flirty, Whoo Kid?
No, I'm being.
Yeah.
He's just receiving.
Yeah, you're just receiving.
She got the folklore mouth.
Is that what that is? I knew there was something about it.
I'm not sure that I have any folklore to offer, but
okay.
Yeah, number
I
one.
do like that title.
Sometimes-
It's going on my Twitter bio.
Sometimes Whoo Kid gets white music genres all mixed up. So he just saw a woman with an acoustic guitar. He
Who's
thought
white?
folk music, and then he thought folklore.
I used to bang a folklore chick.
What's a folklore
That's
chick?
not a thing.
Like, you mean for somebody from a Hans Christian Andersen tale?
Just a white girl.
Well, she told me her mother was like one of the biggest folklore singers, and it's hard.
It's not. Folklore is not a genre of music.
Folklore is just
There's-
telling a story.
There's
from a
folk
long time.
music and there's folklore.
So there's folk music then. Sorry.
Yes.
But I'm on board with retitling that genre.
Folklore music?
Yeah, like Joni Mitchell, great folklore artist.
She's one of the great folklore musicians of our time.
I'm a dumb nigga. What do you expect?
True. No, I get that.
She said, hey.
Now, Anya, you rose to overnight success and fame after your first appearance on Sam Roberts' show.
True.
When you performed your cover of T.I.'s Whatever You Like.
That's funny.
You can see that video, by the way. You can we're tweeting it out at SR Show SXM. So if you follow along on our Twitter, you can see that video. You can, of course, download it on iTunes, and you just look up Anya Marina. And DJ Whoo Kid, you got to hear that cover for the first time, a couple weeks ago, right?
Amazing.
You were blown away.
I really liked it.
Well, you've got your hustle gang. That's T.I.'s posse. Is that right? Is posse the right word?
Friend.
Oh.
In your world.
Oh, I see.
Shut the fuck up.
Everybody who's friends with T.I. gets to wear a hustle gang T-shirt.
No, but it's a great coincidence because, I have T.I. and Tiny on my show tomorrow.
Wow.
So I guess it was all meant to be that we all have this folklore orgy.
Yes, there should be a folklore orgy. And let's
That's
get Joni
gonna be
Mitchell
my
involved,
Twitter
too. Folklore orgiest. What do you think the chances are that we could get T.I. and Anya Marina in a studio together?
That would be gangster.
So T.I. can hear the cover and maybe they can collaborate.
I could play it in front of him and film it.
Yes.
That would be so tight.
I could do that.
That's what you should do. And you put it up on your website, too.
I'll do it for your mouth.
Did you see Get Hard, that Will Ferrell movie?
Oh, I thought you said, did I see him get hard? No.
But T.I. was in it. He was great.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
He's such a good actor.
He was good in American Gangster, T.I.
Yeah, he's in an Ant-Man coming out soon.
T.I.'s in Ant-Man?
Yeah.
What's he play?
He's like one of them ant niggas.
That's what I thought. That's what I assumed.
No, he's like, I think he's like an assistant to the Ant-Man or something.
Oh, he's Ant-Man's assistant.
I mean, you
have no
best
clue.
shit they could give a black person.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's a Marvel movie, for Christ's sakes.
You're right. You're right.
Fuck that.
Now, Anya, since our first meeting, back when you did that T.I. song, I was blown away. You were like, oh, wow, and you said that you were going to give me an exclusive track. Is that right?
What?
Yep, I've never done this song live.
Okay, hang on.
Anywhere on the radio. I did it once at a church in Santa Barbara for a bunch of veterans.
What?
Wounded vets.
For a bunch of wounded vets?
Yeah, because I'm an altruist. I'm a folklore singer and an altruist.
All right.
See, I just created a new genre. Yo.
This is an older song.
Hang on, don't start it yet. I'm going to put the Periscope on.
What if it was this? What if it was... You wanted me to do some really wrong stuff. What if it was like... Wait, hold on. Got a lot of energy. You wanted me to cover Drake. There's no way.
Why not? There's no way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Don't you think?
I got energy.
Enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
I was trying to come up with some cool chords.
I think you could pull it off.
All right.
Hang on. Whoo Kid, why don't you move...
I wonder if you even know this song.
Why don't you film it like this?
It doesn't work for Periscope. Why don't you move that mic down?
This song has been called the most obvious double entendre.
Really?
By Wikipedia. Like the most obvious. You know what a double entendre is, right, Sam?
It's a sexual innuendo, is that right?
Yes. So,
I don't know.
This is it. I'm betting you like people, and I'm betting you love freak mode. I'm betting you like girls that give love to girls to stroke your little ego. I bet you I'm guilty, Your Honor, just how we live in my genre. Who the hell done paved the road wider? There's only one float and one rider. I'm a damn shame, order more champagne, pull a damn hamstring, trying to put it on ya. Let your lips spin back around the corner. Slow it down, baby, take a little longer. Whistle, baby, let me know. I'm gonna show you how to do it. We'll start real slow. You can just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby, whistle, baby? Here we go. Whistle ready to blow. Shorty don't even know she could get in it for the low. Told me she's not a pro, it's okay, it's under control. Show me soprano, cause girl you can handle. Baby we start slow when you come up and park close. Girl I'm the whistle man, but good at the same notes. Show me your perfect bitch, you got in my banjo. Talented with your lips, I'll keep you out of candle. So I'm using how you can make a whistle with the music. Hope you ain't got no issue, you can do it. Even if it don't fit, you never lose it. Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. I'm gonna show you how to do it. We'll start real slow. You can just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby? Here we go. Girl, you could twerk it. Let me see you whistle while you work it. I'ma lay back, don't stop it. Cause I love it how you drop it on me. Oh, sure to let that whistle blow. Oh, oh. Baby, let that whistle blow. Oh, oh. Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. I'm gonna show you how to do it. We'll start real slow. You can just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby? Here we go.
Incredible. And the more I think about it, especially when you sing it, it feels like whistle means penis. Is that right? Is that Whoo Kid?
I love it. Oh my god.
I learned a lot about blowjobs from that song. Should I just say it?
Yeah.
No, it's about he was a volleyball coach, I guess.
Oh, Flo Rida.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hilarious. I love it.
He spent a summer as a lifeguard and he was just Anya Marina, that was incredible.
Thank you so much.
It was hot, wasn't it?
I was thinking about LeBron while I was singing.
Whistle.
I felt like I was LeBron.
Yeah, you were the king for a moment.
That's the fun part about singing these. Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible. And
I'm offering your listeners a very special exclusive of that song.
What do you mean?
If they want to pre-order my new album.
Which they should.
Yeah, they should. It's if you go to anyamarina.com, it takes you to my Pledge Music page, and then they get a free MP3 of the song I just played, but it's a little more produced, just a tiny bit more.
Well, that was that was the folklore version.
That was the folk.
That was the folklore version.
What the folk?
That's right, Whoo Kid. Who knew you could whistle?
I didn't know I could do it either, but you know what?
Did you learn just for that song?
Yes.
It was incredible.
I can do two things. That.
I thought it was you. I thought you were whistling. You see me look at you? I was like,
can you whistle, Whoo Kid? Try it. Yeah, it doesn't work.
I don't know how to do that. I got big lips.
Yeah, I'm not coordinated enough for it.
You don't even have any lips.
That's right. My lips are way too thin.
See ya.
Just wispy.
That was incredible. I enjoy live stuff. I want to see you perform live.
Thank you. I will be touring sometime in the fall. We should collab. Do you?
Yeah, we can collab. Yeah.
What do you do?
He pretends to DJ.
Okay, we'll do something. Send me some beats.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Would you put Anya Marina on one of your mixtapes, Whoo Kid?
Yeah, of course.
I just want to sing in the background. Just do like a little
hook. Maybe I get her on some EDM stuff.
You think so?
Yeah. I've worked with a lot of dance people.
Anyone we know?
The Chainsmokers and I did a
That's
song.
my boys right there.
Really? They
Chainsmokers are
live
big.
a block from me. I haven't met them yet, but I've sent them a few songs.
The old Chainsmokers or the new one?
They changed?
I mean,
Hold that. Let me take a selfie. Those guys.
Yeah.
The selfie guys.
Yeah.
But they got rid of one of them and then he got a new guy.
Oh, I see.
I think I'm still communicating with the main guy. I think we literally live on the same block.
That's crazy. Tell him you met Whoo Kid and say
Okay.
Moisture. He'd be like, what?
Moisture. Okay, well.
That's my boy.
It's exciting. So you are coming out with a new album.
Yeah, I have a new album. If you want, I can play you a song off it. If you don't feel like that and you guys just want blowjob songs, I don't have any more of those.
Okay, I thought you were literally going to offer us blowjobs or songs, and I was like, "Who Kid?
Turn the light off."
Yeah. I guess we don't have that much time left in the show. We should probably just go for the blowjobs, I guess.
Hashtag yes, all women.
Yeah, exactly. You're here representing women, that's all. Yeah, let's hear another song. Why not? What's this one called?
You'll relate to this. It's sort of a little nod to my college radio days. I used to be a DJ.
Oh, wow.
Who Kid? I just call him Who now.
Who? Well, you're
tight.
close.
No, I guess this one. Do you date at all? Are you married? Are you dating?
I'm just fucking.
Sweet. I like your subtlety.
Right.
I don't got time for that shit.
Whoo Kid, some of you may not know about Whoo Kid, and I forget. I try to make this clear to all the guests that come on the show, and I guess my producer, Paul, didn't tell you. Whoo Kid fucks bitches.
Yeah.
So that's something that he kind of wants
Do
out
they
there.
have to be mean?
No, they're nice bitches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So when you hook up, do you meet them online or through friends?
Usually I DJ an event with like thousands of
Oh, of
people,
course.
and they
Right.
come to
Yeah,
bed.
that
It
was
doesn't have to be online.
That was a really
He's in a
naive
club.
question.
Well, I play in front of a lot of people, and then all the men just like scamper out the door. It's a different thing when a woman's on stage.
They don't. So what happens when you perform? I don't understand.
They flee
Why?
because they're a little freaked out. I think
Are
the
they-
ones that aren't are odd. They're like, there's something wrong with the ones that are hanging around.
Well, I guess the groovy mentality doesn't really translate to men in the sense that I don't think women would be attracted to male groupies. The way men, are just like, oh, so this chick will fuck me because I was on stage a minute ago? Great.
It's just confidence. I think I think a lot of times people lack confidence around, like they're threatened. It takes a special man to go up to a woman that just killed it on stage and be like, hey, what's up? I want to hang out.
Well, I was completely ready to kick as much game as I had on you. Then I heard you whistle, and I was like, I cannot compete with that level of whistling.
Oh, you
It's too
felt
intimidating.
Immediately
Too intimidating.
Yeah, but you're most likely to get a no if you go.
You think so?
You're not gonna get a no from me,
right?
If you're hot,
right?
Right. One thing I don't like
is that that's the thing. Like you're one who would say no to people, correct?
Yes, that's my favorite word.
Right.
No, I mean, I'm open to life and things and experiences.
yeah, but it's unfair because we could get a quick blowjob. You're gonna get a quick
Right.
beat up.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a germaphobe, so it really.
So you're not trying to just hook up with somebody.
I'm like Rapunzel. I'm cloistered up in the tower for years. It takes me a really long time to.
What's the best strategy? So if somebody goes to a show, and they see you performing, and they're like, "Holy shit." I know she's singing about whistling, but she's talking about blowjobs right now. And they get all excited with themselves, which is tend to happen. What would be the best strategy for them to come to you and try to get something going after a show?
Probably just honestly, the non-funny answer is just to strike up a conversation about something.
Like
not
what?
just like. Like I heard you like podcasts. Have you ever listened to blah 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 blah? Like something on the level
Right.
with me, and just be normal and.
So they should do a little research about you first.
Or just like
Hey, I see you got.
Have you gone to this pizza place? We're in Chicago. Where have you gone to eat?
So not music stuff though.
Could be, but fawning stuff tends to be weird. I don't know if guys get freaked out by that, but is it weird when a groupie's like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing"? I guess guys love that.
Fantastic.
My ego's up.
Yeah, that's really
crazy.
Plus, it means like, okay, she's good. Yep, that's the one.
Give me some more head.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah. So like if a guy comes up to you, because that's I think
be funny.
But that's probably like a typical nice guy thing to do. Like a guy.
You know what's a new thing now?
What's the new
Like
thing?
if I really wanted her,
Yeah.
all I had to do was just cut like a little avocado piece, and I got her.
I'm really into avocado.
Cut a piece of avocado.
Avocado, because it's just
Chicks love avocado.
It's crazy.
I mean, look, women do love
Avocado
avocados.
toast? Yeah, if you approach a chick after a show with some avocado toast.
Yo, shorty, let me split an avocado with you. Did that work?
What?
no idea, but I'm down with whatever you guys are selling.
Like if I just came up to you,
funny.
Like Anya, that would
See that works.
What?
He told a funny story, and now I'm interested.
Okay,
I mean, not in giving him fellatio.
But maybe.
Well, I mean, he's engaged, and so am I.
No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck.
You're engaged and fucking.
Oh. So what if I, okay, how about this? I was like, Anya, like, you were really great on the show.
Yeah.
I'd love to come out and see you perform sometime, and then maybe after if you want to split an avocado.
Yeah, I'd be like,
that'd be cool.
I'm down. Let's go get
But you got to bring the avocado.
Okay, so I'm going to go like, Anya, I want to come see you perform next time you're performing live. I'm going to bring an avocado if you want to eat it after.
Honest to God, I'm glad I was born a woman, because being a man and approaching women seems like the most daunting thing in the world. I don't know how you guys do it. It completely boggles
You don't
my
think
mind.
that sentence I just said would work? If I said I'm going to bring an avocado so we can eat it after the performance.
You got to cut it in front of her.
Oh, so you have to really just like pull out the avocado and say, but this isn't going to eat itself.
Don't have a little salt packet. It's over.
Oh, really?
Like,
If someone's funny, asks questions, and is just real, and is a good person, I like that.
All right, well, I can probably figure out a question to ask, but the rest of that, not good for me. So you have...
This is a song from, yes?
And I was asking what kind of guy she likes. Is it a guy like Troy? Is it Brad Pitt? Or is it Will Ferrell?
My type
physical
varies a lot. Like, I don't have a type. Especially the last few years that I've really started to value comedy more over, or like personality and...
Have you dated comedians?
No, not really.
But you would. You're not closed off to it.
Yeah, I really like funny people.
Yeah. Mental stimulation.
Yeah, I want somebody who isn't like a super duper narcissist.
Right.
Doesn't like need to be famous.
But
also somebody that's got something going on and is successful. I like that.
But that's nobody. Like everybody who's
Why do you think I'm
successful
single?
is because they're narcissistic. Like, and because they want to continue to be successful.
No, some people really just want to talk about their thing.
Oh, you mean okay?
I like a guy that asks questions.
Right.
Is curious about my life. Would fit in with me and my family. My family's really important to me. Like, would be down to go. We go to Mexico every year for Christmas. Somebody that would be like into that.
If I was like, hey, can I go to Mexico with you and your parents? Is that cool?
I would love that.
Okay, cool.
I'd be like, bring your wife. Let's do it.
Yeah. Chipotle.
This guy's funny. See?
I don't know what.
So this song is about
that's not funny.
the
by the way, but
hardships of dating.
Stupid. Yeah.
And how, especially when you're communicating online, it can or texting or whatever. There's a lot of talk, not a lot of action. So
right.
This song is sort of about that.
Heard about you for a while, never saw a show. Used to play you on college radio. Now we're face to face, friend of a friend. Got 100 reasons why this shouldn't happen. You got 100 reasons why this shouldn't be, and not a single one of them has a thing to do with me. So just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Kiss me like you mean it. I'm a man with a plan. That's me in the broken window, he said, don't you understand? You weren't even sure it was me when I walked in the room. Careful, son, it's gonna get real hot soon. And I've been trying to fight this fight right here by swimming upstream. I couldn't tell you where I'm going, couldn't show you where I've been. So just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Kiss me like you mean it, just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Kiss me like you mean it. Ooh. Ooh. So what if we just stop pretending, stop making believe? And what if true love only comes when you're playing for keeps? So just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Kiss me like you mean it, just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Do you know the value of this? Can you assess it? And if you could, would even know how to invest it. I know a thing about a thing or two. I know I gotta keep a couple things safe from you. If I folded my heart into a pretty paper plane and flew it across the Hudson, would it come back again? Would it get crumpled up? Would it get caught up in a crosswind in the sea? Or would it fly back to me? Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Kiss me like you mean it, just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Kiss me like you mean it. Ooh. Kiss me like you mean it. Kiss me like you mean it. Just shut up. 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 Shut up.
Incredible. Anya Marina.
Thank you.
You can get her at Anya Marina on Twitter. Is it AnyaMarina.com?
Yes, sir.
You gotta check this chick out. I'm telling you.
Shit is hot.
It was really good, wasn't it, Whoo Kid? This isn't even your genre of choice.
I'm telling you to shut up.
Yeah. Well,
Is
I
that
think
kind of folklore-ish?
Yeah.
there was some folklore to that, wasn't
The
there?
album version of that has
It's like
a
aggressive folklore.
It has a hip-hop beat.
Really?
Yes.
I like it.
The finished version.
Finished version. My God. Something about seeing a woman perform well, music well, in person is
Under
incredible.
pressure in front of Sam Roberts, too.
Exactly.
Radial excellence.
I make and break people, DJ Whoo Kid. And the industry is starting to take notice.
You're like the white Quincy Jones.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to take some phone calls. 866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. Call up. Anya Marina is sticking around. DJ Whoo Kid is sticking around. And Whoo Kid, there's a clip I want to play you. I don't know if you've heard it, but you should. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back with a whole lot more Sam Roberts Show. Anya Marina is way better than Flo Rida. Way better.
Yeah, she is.
She is, right?
I like my boy, too, so.
But
Is he? My friend used to have a job putting lotion on him.
That's true. They got lotioners out there.
Yeah,
You know that?
my friend Pat. She worked at Atlantic, his label, and she was like, dude, I have lotion duty this weekend in Florida.
And she would just have to fly down there and put lotion on Flo Rida in Florida.
I know a lot of girls that would pay to do that. Yeah.
Why couldn't
but
he
she got paid to do it.
I put lotion on. I do it myself.
Do you?
He's
you lotion up?
I always put lotion on.
He's too big, so when he's performing.
Oh, he can't reach the.
He's performing. You want people to see his tattoo very clear.
Yes.
Right. So he's got to oil himself up.
A lotioner.
Yeah, I think it was oil.
They get like $32 an hour.
$32 an hour? That's good money. That's good money, especially as big as he is.
$80 if you lotion that ass.
Did she lotion the ass? Do you know? He wears
I think
pants.
it was just the top.
Right.
Before the show.
Right, that makes sense. Welcome back to Sam Roberts Show. DJ Whoo Kid is here. Anya Marina is here. And during the break, I wish you'd done it while we were on the air, but during the break, you guys saw what I was talking about. I can't believe neither of you two had seen.
I'm bugged out. I just woke up. So.
LeBron James during the finals last night.
I saw LeBron's James.
You did.
Did you guys already make that show?
No, I didn't. You got it. That's all you.
We both saw it.
LeBron's Jimmy.
People are being very critical of LeBron James' penis. He was adjusting his shorts last night on television while the camera was on him, and he adjusted his compression shorts, and he just pulled them down to his knees practically. I don't know what he was doing.
Are the compression shorts just the underpanties?
Yeah, his panties. You're right.
The black ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was adjusting his panties.
I was unclear because with the video, it makes it look like he's not wearing any underpants.
Well, his penis was on full display.
Yeah.
He is circumcised, right?
I believe he was.
Okay.
I believe he was, but people were being very critical of LeBron James' appearance.
Were you turned on when you saw LeBron's cock?
No, not in that state.
Really?
I was just more interested.
Right, curious.
Curious.
Same with me, Whoo Kid. What about you? Turned on?
Hell no.
Good for you. Good for you. Eric in Massachusetts wants to talk to Anya Marina. If you want to call in, 866-969-1969 is the phone number to call. That's 866-969-1969. Eric, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening, Sam?
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Good. First time call to your show. Been listening since you started.
Awesome.
Just got my phone turned on yesterday, so I just wanted to say it's going great, man. Really appreciating everything you're doing. And Anna, that was fucking amazing. Just wanted to compliment you on that.
Thanks. How do you feel?
Well, I mean,
I'll talk to you later, Eric.
He's like, oh, you got a hard on.
He was excited. He was getting to talk to Anya Marina in person.
Anna. He called me Anna.
He called you Anna. He was very, very excited.
A little personal, huh? You know this guy?
Again, her name is Anya, and if you want to follow her on Twitter, it's Anya Marina. You can see photos and all that stuff of her at SR Show SXM on Twitter. That's SR Show SXM on Twitter, and we'll have video up this weekend of some of her performances here in studio. Jake, what's going on?
Hey, Sam, how are you doing today, buddy?
Very well, Jake.
Hey, I just wanted to say how much better I feel about myself as a white man after seeing LeBron James' penis on TV today.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
You look at LeBron, especially as a white guy, Whoo Kid, you wouldn't understand.
Like, yes!
And you look at LeBron before you see his penis, and you go, God damn, he's tall.
Yeah.
He's really good at fucking basketball. He's a millionaire. He can have any woman he wants. I'm sure he's got a big... Oh, he doesn't. Oh, terrific.
It's fine. It's a great size.
They're compression shorts, not significant shrinkage shorts, I thought. I don't know.
Well, let's not get crazy, people. First of all, how psycho is it that we pause the tape?
Yeah.
That this country has so many people in it that would take a split second of video.
Before you
slow it down.
Before you blame this country, you are the one who took your phone out during the commercial to Google it and see it firsthand.
I'm a citizen.
Yeah, you are a resident of this country
and a fan of his.
You know what's well, now you are. You know what's the only thing that makes me feel better about this country is some of the fucked up shit that goes on in other countries. Can I play you a clip from I believe it's Thailand?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be here. Please stop. What is this? Stop. I'm gonna...
I heard that. He's fighting for watermelon, right?
No, that's not it. Anya, any guesses?
I mean, somebody's dying or being set on fire?
Nobody's dying. You're getting closer.
Is he talking to his family?
No, he's not talking to his family, but you're getting close.
Checking in with mom?
All right, we're going to check again.
He said he got that.
Fuck me? Oh, it's a porno.
No.
Is he just trying to shop at the flea market?
He's not at the flea market.
Is he at the Gap?
He's not at the Gap.
Is it a he?
It is a he.
Please stop. I am so sensitive.
You are?
He gave library cards.
Oh, it is something like that.
Sounds like a gun.
I bet he's just angry in a line. He couldn't get something he wanted.
You think it's an iPhone line?
Is that what it is?
No.
Oh.
Apparently in Thailand, they have like this thing where it's like a fun sport to do to strip down to your underwear and then pour fire ants on your genitals. And then video that. And then a lot of times when there are fire ants covering your genitals, you make sounds like this. That's the sound of a dick covered in fire ants.
This is something only guys do for fun.
You can go on YouTube and find the video. It's literally, and it's on SR Show SXM on Twitter as well. He panics. Yeah. He rips his underwear off. He's in the middle of the road. Cars are driving by.
So.
Yeah, and he just strips down naked.
What?
He doesn't need a big blur to cover himself either, like a LeBron James size blur.
Biting the shit out of his dick.
His friends pick up like a giant leaf. I guess he puts on a glove, and he's like, the kid is a big, like, it's not a big fat kid, but like a chubby Asian kid. Obviously he's Asian. He's from Thailand.
He's speaking pretty good.
Yeah. And he's like kind of chubby.
Oh my God, I can see it.
And he's looking all like hard. Like before the video, he's acting like, oh yeah, I'm going to put fire ants on my dick. I'm the man. Yeah. I'm not going to even react to this. Like he's like all tense and he's acting like a rock star. Like he's making dance moves as he's taking his pants off.
What?
Like he's really getting into it. And then he strips down to his underwear and then they get a leaf, like a giant tree leaf, and they have gloves on because the leaf is covered in fire ants. What? And they open the front of his underwear up. And they pour the fire ants off the leaf onto his dick and balls. and then he makes those noises. He stops being cool immediately. You can hear it in the very beginning of the clip. Like, he thinks he's going to be cool, and then he just starts screaming.
Oh.
See, that's being cool.
Even like a girl.
Yeah.
You ever watch Naked and Afraid?
No.
I'm obsessed with this show.
Are there fire ants on it?
Oh, yeah. It's two naked people, a man and a woman, survivalists. They dump them in, like, the Amazon. For 21 days, they're supposed to survive. They get bit by fire ants. The producer of the show got his foot bitten by this deadly snake and lost, like, half of his foot.
How come nobody's watching that? But, like, Survivor became this thing, this national phenomenon. But this is what sounds like what Survivor was supposed to be.
It's better than Survivor, because the Discovery Channel needs new publicists.
That's it. They need you.
I'll work for him. I watched every episode when I had the flu 2 weeks ago. Every single episode. And Roland has seen them all.
Yeah, well, of course Roland has.
Yeah, and then he got me into Alaskan Bush People. So now I've watched every episode of that.
You like that show?
Oh, I love it.
What are they doing?
It's just this family from Alaska that decided to live off the grid. They don't want to follow rules or anything. So they just live in the bush, and they build a house for themselves. They try to survive the winters. They kill deer and eat them. They have no money.
See, that's the thing. Like, I would love to live in a society with no rules, and I can just do whatever I want. But I want things, too.
Yeah, you need electricity, you need microphones.
Right. I don't want to just live in the bush.
Netflix.
You got to twist that mic to the side, remember?
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. Netflix. Anything.
Gotta watch Friends.
It sounds... Is that what you watch?
I love Friends.
You've been watching some weird stuff. I don't know what's going on with you. Last time you came in here, you said you were on a Twilight marathon.
That's when I got abducted. You don't want to. Don't bring it up.
I was on the Twilight soundtrack. I'm touching his shoulder now. I had to stop him.
We have a connection.
Do you recognize this song?
T.I., Twilight. Come on.
I'm a satellite.
You
lost in the dark.
It's crazy.
'Cause I'll be true to you, no matter what you do or who you sleep with. Yeah, I'll be true to you.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that could go over like your beats.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? You're doing beats and then I'm going, ooh. Well, a little better than that squeak.
It's not bad.
Whatever.
That raspiness does it for me every time. I love it. I love it. Anya Marina on Twitter.
Oh, man.
Start coming up with some loops for me.
I got you. I got tons.
Lady Di?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Oh, sorry.
Lady Di.
Yeah, what?
Can I?
What are you doing today?
What can I help you with?
Oh, no. I was just wondering about your show. You know, you're doing very well on your show.
Thank you very much, Lady Di.
I love you, baby. You know that.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, so I'll talk to you later then.
No.
What are you eating? She's eating something. It sounds delicious.
Yeah, no, I am. I'm having a ramen soup right now.
Okay, good for you.
Do you have avocado near you?
No, actually, shrimp ramen.
Shrimp ramen, actually, Whoo Kid. All right, well, what did you think of Anya Marina singing?
How you doing, Whoo Kid?
Okay. What did you think of Anya Marina singing?
Oh, it was all right. It was pretty good. A lot better than how I sing.
Women love me.
Yeah, obviously. Do women... All right, goodbye, Lady Di.
No.
Do women get intimidated by you?
Anyone unavailable, I'm like, don't leave. Wait, Lady Di. No.
They're cool with
I have
you?
a lot of female friends. I love women. I do love my girls.
Hey.
When I was younger, I was one of those girls who was like, I don't know why. I just like guys better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a sign of insecurity.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
You were just really just hanging out, spending all your time flirting with
You're
guys?
competing with other girls. You're like intimidated by them.
Oh.
Have you heard that quote? Girls compete with each other. Women support each other.
Listen to you, a grown-up, full-fledged woman, Anya Marina, in here with us.
That's right.
So when did you make that transition?
That word is so
Transition. You
loaded
can't
now.
even use the word transition anymore. God damn it! When did you decide?
When did I change? When did my breasts come in?
That's right. When did you decide you were not a girl, but not yet a woman?
Right. I don't know. Probably about probably around the time that my career took off. I think once I got a little confidence going, you know how that happens
Right.
when you get a little success, your mojo grows.
It
And
hasn't
you're like,
happened to me yet, but I'm sure I'll get there.
I mean, I know you guys probably compete with other people. You strive to be better.
I'm competitive with Whoo Kid.
You're right.
You see that?
Look out of here.
God damn you.
But you attract more bees with honey.
Is that right?
I'm over people that are bitchy.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
Is there a lot of lesbians in your world?
Oh, that kind of thing? Yeah, I guess I'm friends with people of all creeds, colors, ethnicities, sexual orientations. But I do like some D.
You love dick. That's the thing about you.
No.
You're a fan of
I'm
dick.
Rapunzel up in the tower. I'm cloistered away.
So she don't have a lick her license.
That's very clever, Whoo Kid. Did you just think of that?
I had a temporary. I had a temporary.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
For how long?
3 months.
Okay.
So wet.
Okay, Whoo Kid.
You're so wet. I'm so confused.
We could go in with like
Can
a
you
little
play
bit more
that Fire Ants
slowly.
audio again?
Yeah, this is this is
No, please don't.
Whoo Kid listening to your lesbian stories.
That's actually what our fights sounded like, me and this woman.
What did the woman do for a living?
No, she was cool. She what was she, a rock star person?
She was. Would I know her? You don't have to mention her
No,
name, but would I know her?
I don't think so.
She's just a fellow musician.
Yeah.
Huh. But not a fellow, if you know what I mean.
That's right.
She's a lady.
Yeah.
What made you decide to do that?
Oh, I just liked her. I liked her personality. But, you know, I
Yeah, but I like Whoo Kid's personality, and he's asked me to blow him a bunch of times, and every time I tell him no.
The weird thing is that you could do it.
I could blow Whoo. I mean, physically, I do have a mouth.
Yeah, you could do it.
You think so?
That's what I was thinking when I was doing it.
Like, I could do this.
I was like, oh, I guess this is like, I think I always thought it's physically impossible to do it.
That's probably how you know the mark of heterosexuality, when you're in the middle of a sex act going, no, I have the physical ability to do this.
Yeah, I think
Like, you're convincing yourself of the biology of it.
Yeah, it wasn't like my best friend who, when she came out, she was like, I felt like everything made sense all of a sudden. My first time with a woman, I was like, oh, okay, thank you, I get it. I feel like I belong, and this makes, everything fits. And I didn't have that experience necessarily, but I was like, this is, it's like I could go for some Chinese once in a while when I feel like Chinese food, or I could have some meatballs.
Dick. Yeah.
Some
penis, yeah. Some penis.
I don't fuck with you. I gotta cover that song. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Well, we're kind of out of time.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to...
I love your voice. I love your show. I love your whole vibe. I love your listeners. Lady Di. I love... Shout out to Shrimp Ramen. DJ Whoo Kid. I'm just so happy to be here.
I'm glad you're here. I want you here. Yeah, I mean, my whole crew's eating. That's what people need to understand. And Anya, I want you to feel like you're part of my crew.
I'm in it, man.
When is she coming back?
When are you coming back?
Ain't nobody fucking with my click. That's what we are.
Will you come up with some more hip hop stuff next time you come back? Like, I want you.
Ain't nobody fucking with my clit, except that one time in 2012.
Right. When you come back, though, I need you to.
Sorry. I can't do it. That's me. That was me my first time.
Oh my god.
Anya, next time I need you to have another rap song to go.
Okay.
You got it?
I'll bring the avocado.
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
Keep working on it. And Whoo Kid, you'll bring the avocado.
Yo, tell me and I'll bring the avocado.
You can get Whoo Kid on Twitter at DJ Whoo Kid and on Instagram at Just Whoo Kid. Anya Marina.
Hashtag avocado if you tuned in all day.
Hashtag avocado to at DJ Whoo Kid at SR Show SXM. And of course, at Anya Marina. As I said, we'll have videos up. One more time, if they want to pre-order your album they get an MP3 of the track you played today, Whistle, for free, where can they go?
AnyaMarina.com. ANYA Marina, like where you park a boat.com. And I just want to say thank you to you for having me on last time, because I got so many pledges and your listeners are great. Love you guys all.
Keep pledging. Support independent artists, especially when they're as hot as Anya Marina. And we will see you on Monday for more Sam Roberts Show. Thanks, guys.
What a great week.
Woo!
Avocado.